guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. First of all kinds of... I really should clarify this is basically Zelda news. In fact, in a weird, accidental kind of way, I think I've accidentally returned to my format of doing one Zelda news video about all the Zelda stories, and then the next day or the day after one Nintendo news story about all the non-Zelda but Nintendo-related stories. I didn't know that's what I was doing until somebody pointed it out to me, so I guess that's what we're doing. So this is Zelda news, and basically what we have is a lot of interesting things about Twilight Princess HD and then some other stuff. So one of the interesting things about Twilight Princess HD is that they've completely redesigned the game mechanics for Epona and swimming. They both will handle better, apparently. The controls will be much better. I suspect it's because we know that from Zelda Wii U, the horse, we assume it's Epona, but we don't know for sure. The horse, well, actually, I think we do know for sure it is Epona. But anyways, the point is, the horse controls in a different way from Twilight Princess and from Ocarina of Time, and it's supposed to be much more natural and fluid. He went on to specifically state the horse won't run into a tree if you happen to control the horse towards it, because a real horse wouldn't do that. So things like that. So it'll be interesting to see what these new controls were, because I thought that the Twilight Princess Epona riding was perfectly fine, but I guess it wasn't, and so they've fixed it. Also the swimming. Apparently the swimming controls a whole lot better. Again, I thought the Twilight Princess swimming was pretty much okay, but what do I know? I guess they needed to fix that too. So, two very interesting things that I guess they are really changing more about it. They are trying to tidy up some of the stuff that they felt didn't quite work. One other quick weird little thing is that chests, which you'll remember in Twilight Princess, if you open a chest, but you've already got the maxed out rupees, then that chest stays closed so that you can come back to it later to get those rupees. But I guess they figured, nah, that way people don't know if they've been in the room or not, which seems like a weird complaint, and I can't imagine anybody made that complaint. But basically what they're doing now is if you open the chest stays open whether you've got room for those rupees or not. I actually think I prefer the other way. I'd rather be able to have the opportunity to go back and get those rupees, but I guess now the whole idea is you can have a bottomless wallet so you'll never run out of room for rupees, although I suspect I still will anyway. We'll see. Aonuma was also talking about the fact that in future Zelda games he is undecided about whether or not Link should speak. He's heard from fans that they want him to speak, but Aonuma still feels like, no, we've got a good thing going here. Link should not... We should never actually hear Link's voice, and we should never actually read what Link is specifically saying on the screen. We are, as you may have seen in my Bastion rant, Link is not mute. He does talk. It's just that we are not meant to read exactly what he says. We're just supposed to get a general understanding. Of course, this has not been the case in two previous Zelda games. In Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, he does specifically say something. I found the mirror under the table or something like that. And then in Wind Waker, we hear him say, "Come on!" when you do the command song. So he does talk, and we in Skyward Sword are provided with options, 3 different options for, you know, when we're talking to people, just basic concepts like, do you go the nice way or the sarcastic way, basically. But we don't know exactly what he says, but we do know that he does talk. So I guess there have been fans who have said, hey, we're ready for him to actually talk such that we can hear him, such that there's a voice actor talking these lines, but Aonuma says, I'm not so sure that's the case. So, definitely probably not in Zelda Wii U. And something else that we've guessed at a few months back is that the manga artists who have done basically every other Zelda game as a manga have now revealed, every single game except Twilight Princess, have now revealed that they're doing a new manga, and several months ago that's all they said, but they provided a piece of artwork that looks suspiciously like the silhouette of Link from Twilight Princess. Now they're saying for sure, yes, by the way, you were all right, it is Twilight Princess, so we already knew, but now we know for sure. So that's pretty cool. It'll be interesting to read that one. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Nintendo News, Zelda News, whatever it's called, in the description. So see you guys tomorrow, probably the day after tomorrow for Nintendo News. Bye guys.